It has been 8 years since Makayla Bali vanished without a trace from Yorkton, Saskatchewan. In 2024, the family continues to search for answers. On April 12, 2016, Bali, who was 16 at the time, disappeared from a bus depot. She has been added to missing children's lists in Canada and the US, as the investigation into where she went continues. Said she went to the Yorkton bus depot and inquired about a bus leaving for Regina, but it was determined she never purchased a ticket. Makayla's mother Paula Bali said she will never forget the day Makayla went missing. Someone at work said, "Your mom is here. She needs to talk to you about a family emergency," Bali explained. "I looked at my mom's face and I just knew something horrible had happened. My mom had never come to my work, so I knew the gravity of the situation immediately, and literally your heart sinks to your gut." 8 years later, she continues to hope Makayla is out there alive, but the frustration is starting to grow. Sometimes in our stories of missing people, people that we think should be the heroes sometimes become the villains. Bali said she feels the aftermath of Makayla going missing was extremely traumatic for her entire family. Bali said over the last 8 years, she feels the RCMP have let her down and treated her poorly. If your child is missing, it's probably going to fall on your shoulders to look, to advocate, to speak out, to sometimes dig really, really deep and to be very uncomfortable with the conversations you have to have, Bali said. April 28th to May 4th marks the 11th anniversary of Missing Persons Week in Saskatchewan, a time when the RCMP highlight the number of missing person cases ongoing in the province. In 2023, 2,533 individuals were reported missing to Saskatchewan RCMP. There are currently 140 long-term missing persons in the province. When it comes to missing persons or historical cases, we have 140 of those files, and we have a very small unit that is trying to deal with those files, Blackmore said. We don't have someone who is dedicated to each one of those missing persons. It's just not something we can do. Blackmore said with the constant turnover of new cases, it's difficult to give each case the attention it required. That's why we're trying to work with the province to get more resources, because we do believe that if we can spend more dedicated time on a specific file, we make sure we're giving those regular updates to the families that they deserve, Blackmore said. It's so important that they hear from us. Although there has been funding from the province and federal government this year towards missing person cases, Bali said for families who have suffered, the money has no value. In my heart as a mom, I continue to choose to believe that she's alive. Until someone can prove otherwise, I will believe that, she said. In a statement to CTV Regina, Saskatchewan RCMP said they would continue to follow up on all information they receive about Makayla. Over the years, we've remained committed to searching areas where Makayla was believed to be traveling and have followed up on over 1,000 tips we received from the public to date, with no confirmed sightings. The statement read, all RCMP missing persons investigations remain open until they are located, according to RCMP. It is unimaginable how her family and loved ones must feel years after her disappearance, living with a sense of uncertainty and hope. All it takes is one key piece of information to help push this investigation forward, so we can bring Makayla home to her family. The statement continued. Makayla would now be 23 years old. I encourage people, if you remember something now, or if it felt like maybe your information didn't make it to the right hands, we encourage you to resubmit it. Somebody knows something. People don't just vanish, Bali said. I always feel the urgency every day that we locate her and just ensure she's safe. Both police and her family received hundreds of tips to her possible whereabouts over the years, including possible sightings. On October 9, 2016, it was reported that Bali was believed to be in Vancouver. Her mother traveled to the city to set up a poster campaign in help for locating her daughter. 32 in 2017. The police service of the Tsuut'ina Nation reported that they believed that Bali attended an event in January 2017 at the Grey Eagle Entertainment Center. On August 8, 2019, Bali's mother received a call from a man claiming to have seen Bali in Edmonton. Her mother said that she is considering going there to investigate for herself. 33. Another possible sighting of Bali panhandling in Penticton was made in January 2020. However, local police were able to confirm that the person in question was not Bali. 34. To help in the search, Bali's family organized fundraising events that allowed them to offer a $25,000 CAD reward for any information leading to her safe return. 35. On July 31, 2017, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children joined the search effort and began disseminating information about the then 18-year-old Makayla Bali. 36. On December 11, 2018, an anonymous donor helped to double the reward for Bali's safe return, from that initial $25,000 to a total of $50,000. 37. 38. However, on January 8, 2020, the reward was cut in half again after the donor needed to ask for his money back. 39. For the 5th anniversary of her disappearance, additional fundraising efforts helped to raise the reward again to $40,000. 40. On the 6th anniversary of her disappearance, an anonymous donor added $60,000 to the reward fund, bringing the total reward to $100,000. From the beginning, Bali's mother has continuously worked to keep her daughter's disappearance in the public's consciousness by organizing fundraising events and media appearances. 42, 43, 44, 45. In August 2017, she gave an extensive interview for the Nighttime podcast. Being one of Canada's most popular podcasts helped her case become known across the country. 46. And over the years her case has been profiled on several true crime podcasts like Dark Poutine, True North True Crime, and True Crime Timeline. 47, 48. Also in 2017, Bali's disappearance was one of the 10 highlighted cases on the International Missing Children's Day on May 25 by the Missing Children Society of Canada. 49. In 2019, CFREDT produced the television feature Still Searching. The disappearance of Makayla Bali, 5, which went on to win the Trina McQueen Award in the TV News Information Program category in April of the following year, 50, as well as an Edward R. Murrow Award the following month. 51. Also in 2019, Bali's disappearance was covered by the investigative duo Victoria Din and Alicia Bridges, who wrote a long-form news feature about her case that included interviews with her high school friends. 17. After extensive video footage was released by the RCMP, her case was increasingly covered on video sharing sites. As of 2024, YouTube videos about her disappearance have received several million views, significantly increasing public awareness of her case. Police have consistently treated Bali's disappearance as a missing persons case and said that they have no evidence of foul play. 26. 10. Likewise, high school friends have opined that her actions that day were intentional on her part, with one of them saying, "I know it was her decision, but still I'm kind of kicking myself over it." 17. Some of Bali's social media posts indicated that she was unhappy and planned to leave. However, her mother points out that these posts are very old and were no longer relevant at the time of her disappearance. 9. Jordan Bonaparte, the host of the Nighttime podcast, said in an interview that, I thought it was a clear-cut case of a runaway teen, but then added that he changed his mind since, the longer it went, the less likely it became. 46. Similarly, Bali's mother said she initially thought her daughter might have run away, but that she quickly changed her mind when she realized that her acne medication, as well as money she kept at home for emergencies, were untouched. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children defines trafficking in the context of missing children on its website as a form of child abuse that occurs when a child under 18 is advertised, solicited, or exploited through a commercial sex act. 56. In 2019, a government report was released detailing the problem of human trafficking in Saskatoon, citing oil and gas developments, with a largely male, transient workforce, as a major reason for its prevalence in the region. In particular, the cities of Winnipeg, Edmonton, Calgary, and Regina were named as important hubs. 57. Yorkton, the place where Bali disappeared, is in the middle of these places. Consistent with this, Bali's mother has said several times that she fears her daughter may have become a victim of trafficking. Every single day since she has been gone, I've written her at least one letter a day. I've emailed her at least once a day, because I believe that she is alive and she will be back, Rhonda said. And I don't want her to feel like we didn't try or we forgot about her or something like that. So every day I tell her how much we love her, how much we miss her, what we did, what our family did. The family continues to hold out hope that one day the annual vigil will become a welcome home party. I pray that she gets to see news and that she gets to see this, and I would tell her how much I love her, how much I miss her, how much I can't wait for her to come back home, Rhonda added. And to fight for all that you can to make it back home. Fight. I know she has it in her. I know that she's a fighter at heart. She's determined. She's strong. She's such a wonderful person, and I can't wait till I can see her again. So the Bali family has vowed to never stop searching for their loved one. In my heart, I want to believe that she is fine, that she is safe, and that a safe return is possible, Paula said. And until I know otherwise, I will continue to believe that.